Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's the Michael Myers back again with a brand new live stream. Happy Monday to all of you guys. I know it's supposed to be Michael Myers Monday, right?
I don't think you should get off free.
But we definitely got some more Myers Monday videos coming up soon. But today, man, we woke up with some great news, actually. So I thought it was at least video worthy, live stream worthy. And you know, this is something I've been looking forward to since the new year started. Trick or Treat Studios' new catalog for this year. Usually each year I go through the catalogs. I mean, I might go through them quick, but I'm gonna show you guys the main things that stood out to me. The main things that pretty much is the highlight. Excuse me, to a lot of us. And as you guys know, the new Hellraiser Collection, man. I woke up this morning, you know, and it was like one of the first few things I saw on like Instagram, right? And damn, dude, I'm like, wow, great, this is dope. You know, it actually like it got me so hyped up that I even went out for a run today. You know what I mean? And you know, so it's pretty dope, man. I'm really excited. I know a lot of you guys are. I know I did a little time before the year ended. I did a little live stream, a little video on like my top 5 wish list of masks that I would love for Trick or Treat Studios to come out with. And you know, the Pinhead mask was definitely in there. It was like my top 2 or something like that. And hey man, you fast forward a few weeks, you know, a few weeks later, you know, fast forward to the new year, this you know, wish list, or not wish list, but this, you know, it became true, you know. And like I said in that one video, in that live stream, it always seemed kind of like I kind of knew some, you know, there was some room in there for them to come out with the Pinhead mask, because for a while now they've been having the rights to Hellraiser, and I have the catalog pulled up right here. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna have to like put the computer a little bit up so you guys can see. I'll give you guys a closer look. But like I said, man, they've been having the Hellraiser license for quite some time now. They had came out with you know, they had came out with the puzzle box, and it looks like we have a new what's it called, lemon configuration, which is pretty much the puzzle box from Hellraiser, right? We are getting a new one. I'll give you guys a closer look, don't even trip. But like I said, man, it always seemed kind of strange that they had came out with the puzzle box and all this, but not the masks yet. And like I mentioned in that one video, it probably has to do with licensing rights, not just the Hellraiser licensing, but also the Doug Bradley license, you know, the likeness rights or whatever. So I think it had to play a big role, man. But I really kind of not predicted it, but I saw it coming. I definitely saw it. A Hellraiser mask by Trick or Treat Studios. I just already had imagined it in my head, and 2026 is the year. We're gonna take a closer look, man. So definitely let me know what you guys think about the new Hellraiser masks, and not just Pinhead, man. We're also gonna get Chatter, which is one of the original Cenobites. I was kind of going through this, man, and it was kind of, I mean, like I said, I was really surprised. Like I was really hyped up when I saw this for the first time. But some of the second thoughts I had, man, was for some reason we don't have the female Cenobite, which iconic. Like I said, she's one of the original set of Cenobites from that original '87 film. So that was one of my second thoughts. I'm like, where's the female Cenobite mask, man? But like I said, these masks just look so lovely and so great that I'm like, damn, dude. So we're gonna take a closer look. But like always, man, definitely let me know what you guys think. I'm trying to find something here. Let's see if I can find the shoebox. Quick second, guys. Oh, here, I got this right here. I'm trying to give you guys like a good look at some of these products. I might go through the catalog just real quick though. I'm not gonna take the time to like go through all of them individually and stuff like that. But hell yeah, dude, this is what's up. Like, I mean, if you compare it to last year, 2025, I know also some of you guys were like, so a lot of us were like, last year's 2025 catalog, they really didn't come out with much. I mean, they did, but nothing to the major surprise like this year, man. I believe last year the only like good things. I hope the live stream didn't pause. Mackie Casadena, what's up, man? What's up? No worries, man. Hope you're having a good one. I know a lot of people started school again today. For those of you who started school today, hope you guys had a good one, man. I know back to school could be kind of, but like I was saying, man, last year, there wasn't really much. Like last year, 2025, it was only minor stuff. Like the main things that stood out from last year was like the new Nightmare mask. But other than that, dude, and I haven't even purchased that yet, which I don't think I will, at least anytime soon. I don't think I will. But here, hold on, guys. I'm trying to give you guys a good angle. Maybe if I use this box for the camera. Either way, I'm gonna pick up the camera and give you guys a closer look. So you guys might not see clearly from here, but I'll pick up the camera and give you guys a closer look. Is that better? Oh, I know, it's terrible angle, right? But hell, man, let's go through some of these. Actually have my computer set up for today's live. I usually don't. But yeah, man. So to start off, when it comes to the Hellraiser collection, we are getting like this retro mask, which have become quite popular. Stupid mouse. Have become quite popular when it comes to Trick or Treat Studios. I know they come out with, they started coming out with like different kind of retro plastic kind of masks, which are pretty cool for display and stuff like that. So we got this. Looks more like a paper cutout, but then we have like a new puzzle box, which like I said, they've been having in their catalog. All right, and let's take a closer look at the damn Pinhead mask. This is like my first time. Oh shit, so the mask is gonna be $79.99. That's kind of crazy. But I mean, hey, we're in 2026. Everything has gone up in price, you know what I mean? And this could be just the price for right now. since the excitement. I've seen it happen. You guys remember when the Halloween Ends came out? Dude, that shit was literally the same price, I think. Uh, $80. You guys remember back in when the hell did Halloween Ends came out? 2022. Um, dude, the mask literally when they released it, we were all excited, right? But the mask was literally $80, dude, and it seemed kind of far fetched, you know. But once some time went on, um, they lowered the price down to 60. You know, the regular price range when it comes to Todd's mask. Even now, dude, like I feel like the Halloween Ends mask was so overly produced that, dude, even this last Halloween season, dude, they were going for like 30, $40 since they were so overly produced. You know, they try to, um, they try to put it on clearance and get rid of it because, yeah, the Halloween Ends mask was just everywhere, right? But man, let's take a closer look at it. It looks lovely, dude. Like I said, that price right there, $80 might seem a little bit more, a little bit out of the, what's it called? A little bit out of the price range, right? When it comes to Todd's masks, they're usually $60. But I think it might be two cases here. Like I said, since it's just new, that might be the starting price. It's eventually gonna go down to around $60. I hope so. But like I said, man, if it remains this price, I wouldn't be surprised because, yeah, everything is going up in price. Uh, like literally everything, not just like merchandise. But look at this thing, dude. It looks lovely, man. It really does, man. You guys know what's up. When I did that one video, when I did that one video doing like my top 10, my top 5 masks, I called it. I knew they were gonna knock it out of the ballpark, and they did. Now I know some of you guys are gonna be like, "It's just a stock image. It's just a prototype, whatever." Yeah, most definitely, but at least it gives us something to look forward to, and especially the Myers masks. Those are like a huge example of when it comes to stock photos. I remember those Blumhouse masks. They look lovely on stock photos, but the final product was crap. But I mean, like I said, this pinhead mask, I really hope we get something similar to this. I mean, from the outside looking in, it looks like it's gonna be like a deluxe kind of mask. We got like a whole neck piece, which is part of his like drobe. Not his drobe, his what's it called? His outfit, And I have seen some pinhead masks in the past before with this black, neck piece, which has to do with his costume. But over other than that, dude, it looks really dope. Like I said, I knew it. Like I just imagined this in my head not too long ago, dude, and it looks lovely, man. Like I said, I think it really resembles Doug Bradley's, sculpt, his likeness for sure. And like I said, the price might be a little too much, but like I said, man, everything's going up nowadays, and this might just be an example of kind of like when the hype is really big, when the hype is, just like they did with the Halloween Ends masks. I remember they started off at $80, and nowadays you get them for like 30, $40. That's how much overly produced they were. uh but I could see this price range going down to 60. I hope so. uh but I mean, hey, if it still remains this price, I'm still going after it, dude, because, yeah, this thing looks great. It really does, man. I love how it looks. I really do. It looks amazing. So that's the pinhead mask. Then we move on to the chatter mask. Man, I even plan on getting this. Uh, Obviously, to us, the pinhead was the main standout. But look at this beauty, man. Really nice. And I know these are just stock photos. I know these are just, prototypes or whatever. I know Trigger Tree Studios has a reputation of their stock photos looking a lot better. than their actual product. But damn, dude, this looks badass. Like I said, I could see why these are going for $80 because they look more of like a deluxe kind of mask, compared to like a Myers mask. I mean, they're doing the whole like neck piece, as you guys can see. Really cool, man. Really cool. And I mean, I really hope they do like a costume or something to go along with this. But the Cheddar mask looks dope. We got the Butterball mask, the Fat Cenobite with the stitched eyes, as you guys can see. Uh, really cool, man. Like I said, all this new stuff looks badass, and I really can't wait. This one's going for $70. You see, the price always ranges. I could see it, since this is like one of the most less popular Cenobites. Okay, you could bring it down $10 less. All right, I could see this one going for like not this one. This cheddar looks amazing though. I need to get that. I could see this go. I could see this going on clearance, dude. I could see this one not selling. And I could see them, I could see them putting it down on the clearance, on the clearance, section or whatever. And then we have the Dr. Chenard mask from part 2. Yeah, this one's whatever. You know, they're still nicely painted, nicely, sculpted or whatever. They just look fresh, man. But like I said, dude, we can't get too hyped up because these are just stock photos. So, 9 times out of 10, the final product's not gonna look the same. But I can't forget. I can't. This thing looks sick, man. It really does. I need to get this ASAP. I really do. Like I said, it looks badass, man. We got a little Hellraiser bag for the females out there. I know the bags have been really popular, pretty cool. But that's pretty much it when it comes to the Hellraiser collection. They were also supposed to come out with some figures, Hellraiser figures. I don't think that's happening anymore because they don't seem to be on the new catalog. So it either had to something to do with licensing or something. But I don't think we're getting the Hellraiser figures. I know those were announced like 2 years ago, and they were pretty much waiting on the licensing rights. But they don't seem to be on the new catalog. But I'm really excited. Like I said, the main things right here for me, the new Pinhead mask. Just look at this thing, dude. It looks badass. It really does. Man, I've imagined. I knew this day would come. You know what I mean? And then the Cheddar mask, man, which looks really cool as well. I might have to get this one as well since it's part of the classic set of Cenobites. I had to get it. But little things that stood out to me, we're getting some ties for Leatherface. This one's from part 2, which is actually pretty cool because I am currently working on a costume test for part 2. And the ties are always a bitch to get, man. Like, really. I've seen some on eBay, but they go for like $40 or something crazy like that. And then we got the original tie from the 74 film, which I think I will get as well. Because when I did my 74 cosplay, I literally made the tie out of like a tape, a random tie, and I wrapped it around tape. It was just terrible. So I'm glad they're coming out with these for only $20, a little cheaper. Like I said, you could probably find these for like 40 or something. But yeah, eventually I will get these two, part 2 and 74. We got a what's it called? A candy. What do you call these again? A freaking the trick or treat bags. We got a Leatherface one. We got some teeth, and then we get some new Leatherface masks. They've been doing really good with Leatherface masks. They've been coming out with different kinds of Leatherface masks. So it looks like this year we're getting like some plastic ones. which for some people it'll be pretty cool because these are cool for like display and stuff like that. Some Beetlejuice stuff, Sleepy Hollow stuff. We got like the skull mask. We got the sword. Really cool, man. The axe. I know Sleepy Hollow's like kind of like an underrated classic, man. Johnny Depp. We got some Ninja Turtle stuff. More Ninja Turtles. I know NECA and Trick or Treat Studios, man. They go crazy when it comes to Ninja Turtles. We got Bozo the Clown. We got some new figures in here, man. I think this been out. This has been out already. The Crow, Eric Draven. Oh yeah, and then this was like the second standout for me, other than the Hellraiser stuff. Man, look at this. We get the Leprechaun figure. Scream great. I can't wait for this. The only problem, dude, it is an 8-inch figure. It is an 8-inch, so it's not gonna go in scale with our other horror figures like the NECAs. They would have to do like a some kind of 5-inch or something like that. 4-inch. To go in scale with the other figures, but unfortunately, this is just gonna be an 8-inch. If you put it along with your other horror figures, it's really not gonna go along. Just like we kind of had that issue back in the day. If you guys remember, back in the day, NECA had came out with like Chucky figures that were pretty much the same size as their regular 7 inches, and they would just look terrible. They wouldn't look good in scale with our other horror figures. But man, I really hope. I still want to get it because man, there's really not a lot of Leprechaun stuff out there. But I really want to get it. But unfortunately, it's not gonna be in scale with our other figures. It's gonna be an 8-inch. But I might get it. But before I get this, I'm definitely getting this right here, the Leprechaun mask. I know they've done a Leprechaun mask before. I forgot what company, man. I think it was Ruby's or Paper Magic. They had came out with a Leprechaun mask not too long ago, or actually a long time ago. But it's kind of hard to find now. But hell yeah, man, this is dope. I will be getting this. Like I said, I get it. These are just stock photos. These are just these are just prototypes. So the final product are not gonna look exactly like this, but this looks badass. It is labeled deluxe injection mask. I think the injection mask means it's gonna be a plastic mask, so it's not gonna be latex. Kind of like the Exorcist mask they came out with a few years ago. I actually do have in my collection the Exorcist mask. It was kind of like a plastic mask. Injection, I think that's what that means. Injection mask means it's plastic. But yeah, I definitely will be getting this Leprechaun mask. Not the biggest fan of the Leprechaun character or the series, but it's a must-have for a horror collection. The only thing, of course, it doesn't have the hat, but hey man, you could probably get like a St. Patrick's hat, somewhere, and boom, there you have it. But I mean, other than that, dude, I just want to go through this catalog real quick, see if I didn't miss out on any. We got a Sam figure right here, pretty cool. Removable mask or whatever. More Killer Clown stuff. You guys know, man, Killer Clowns has become more popular than ever. It's literally more popular now than it came out. So each year we get Killer Clown stuff. Oh, this is another one that a lot of people were posting about it. I really don't. It's whatever to me. The Victoria mask. You guys know me, man. When it comes to Terrifier, I'm not the hugest fan. I mean, I only own like one mask, but it's pretty cool. This Victoria character was pretty significant when it comes to the Terrifier movies. Oh shit, we got this injection mask. This looks pretty cool, actually. The Terrifier 3 Santa Terrifier. A lot of different Terrifier stuff we had, man. I kind of lost count already. RoboCop. Okay, we get to some RoboCop stuff, some figures. Yeah, man, pretty cool. RoboCop, iconic, man. We got like a deluxe injection mask. I like this whole idea of injection masks, because I think it depends with what kind of mask you're dealing with. Sometimes some masks are better if you go about it in form of plastic instead of latex. Clarence Rodicker injection mask. Uh, cool shit, man. Cool shit. I'm glad to see them do more injection mask, plastic mask. We got a Captain Spaulding, another retro kind of mask. Same thing as the Pinhead from earlier. Fallout. I thought this was a Freddy mask, but this is from like Go Retro or something like that. We got a Halloween Myers House Pumpkin Maniacs playset. Oh yeah, I saw. This is actually pretty cool. I saw something about this on eBay, not on eBay, on Instagram earlier. It's like a little playset. It's like a little pumpkin. You open it up, and you got like the whole Myers house. You got a little Lori figurine right there. We got Myers, Dr. Loomis. Pretty damn cool. We even got the iconic car, man. Oh shit, that's badass. That's really cool. I know Tots, like I said, they've been evolving. They've been doing more stuff than their typical, you know. Kind of reminds me of the little playset they did a while back. Not a while back, like a year or two ago. Um, of the Texas Chainsaw, the final dinner scene. Really cool, man. This is actually pretty badass. Only $40. This little car, man, the iconic car. That's really cool. Yeah, for sure. Uh, we got some Fallout stuff, video game stuff. So I kind of see their catalog is not that huge this year. Clown in a cornfield mask. That's pretty badass. Okay. I saw the movie. I really dug it. I really did dig it. Especially for like a 2025 film. I really dug it. We got a dummy from Goosebumps. We got Valak, the nun, another injection plastic mask. Chink and Chong. That's funny, dude. That's really funny. We got a chicken bucket, candy pill. They do really good with those as well. We got another Myers animatronic, another Ash mask, Nosferatu. I think we've seen some of these though. Okay, this one, this kind of reminds me. You know what? This might be a reproduction of the Halloween 3 a witch mask. It really reminds me of that. Uh, but I think that's it, dude. Right? Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for the catalog of this year. Cool shit, man. Let's go back to page one because page one is like where the good shit is at. uh, like I said, dude, a lot more surprising, a lot more cool shit than last year. Uh, but I'm really excited for that Pinhead mask. It just looks sweet, man. It looks like a lovely mask. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the Pinhead mask, the Cheddar mask? Like I said, I'm definitely going after these two. I'm not sure about the rest, but look at this thing, dude. I just can't. And like I said, I get it. Let's not get too excited because it's just a stock photo. It's just a stock photo. It's not the final product. You know what I mean? So that's really cool. But it's a great way, man. I started off the day with these news. But quick second, guys. I'll be back.
sexual wellness. Along with practicing safer sex include Apertude, prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of HIV. Apertude helps give you continuous protection when taken every other month, and it's proven superior to once daily PrEP in reducing the risk of HIV.
You must be HIV negative to receive Apertude and get tested before each injection. If you think you are exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away. More HIV testing may be needed. Apertude does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex.
But this is some cool stuff, man. It really is.
Missing doses increases your HIV risk. Don't take Apertude if you're allergic to it.
Like I said, let me know what you guys think.
Tell your doctor about your
Let me know what you guys think. It's exciting. Like I said, the main things for me this year are the new Hellraiser masks and that leprechaun mask, man. Like I said, I know they were supposed to come out with some Hellraiser figures as well. I remember a few years back they one of the toy fairs or something like that, they had like some unfinished prototypes of the figures. But I don't think, like I said, it probably has something to do with licensing, man. But yeah, man, definitely let me know what you guys think. Antonio Kernam, yo, what's up, man? My Christmas was pretty good, man. I appreciate you. I know I had a lot more planned towards the end of the year, but time just caught up with me, man, so I couldn't do as much. But I mean, hope you guys had a good one. Like I said, welcome 2026 on the channel. We're gonna keep the wheels rolling for sure. The Butterball will be dope. Foam and filled. You know what? Nephew XX. I seen like some of the older. I think it was Don Post or Paper Magic Group. They had came out with some Cenobites back in the day, and obviously not as great, but some of them, you know, were like super deluxe, super like big to fit on someone's head. So you know, I've seen some of those, but I mean, like I said, the Butterball one is like the cheapest one from all of them. But you know, it's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool that we're gonna get it. Like I said, one of the second thoughts I had was where's the female Cenobite at? Because of course the female Cenobite was like one of the original Cenobites. But other than that, dude, to me the main standouts were the Cheddar and the Pinhead. So that's really cool. Like I said, I really wasn't thinking of getting like the Cheddar one, but I think I might have to, dude, because that's how good it looks. Hope that's how good it looks, you know, the final product. I'm also pumped for the RoboCop stuff. Oh yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, I know they're coming out with some of the injection RoboCop masks. They look pretty cool. Like I said, RoboCop classic film. Do you watch news? Mackie, I really don't. I don't watch none of that news. He loves horror. Yo, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? Just going over the new Trick or Treat Studios catalog. Really cool. I'm definitely be snagging some of these guys. Oh yeah, man, for sure. Like I said, these are just prototypes. They're just stock photos. So, I mean, I really don't imagine them to be as good as these stock photos. But of course, man, there's a lot of great artists out there. Once you touch them up, once you repaint them, yeah, they look 10 times better. You know what I mean? So, hell yeah. Like I said, especially that like when it comes to paint job, I think the Chatter one is the best one. Paint job wise. You know, according to this photo, the stock photos, yeah, this was probably the best one when it comes to paint job. But as far as sculpt, I'm gonna give it to the Pinhead one. Yeah, the sculpt looks great, but the paint job on the Cheddar one looks really cool. You know, so the Cheddar, you know, like I said, it's part of the original Cenobite, so I had to get it. As I finish up a cigar and ate a Susie. That's what's up. He loves horror. That's what's up. No worries, man. It's Monday. Happy Monday. Um, just starting off the week, man. And like I said earlier, I had a great way. I started off the week great or the day great because of these news. I've been wanting a pinhead mask for a very long time. By Tots. I have my pinhead mask back there, which is Ruby's, I think, or Dom Post. Or honestly, you know what? It could be Paper Magic Group, but this is a I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a kind of like a child mask. It's kind of like a one of those masks that come with the costume. And that's the mask I've been having for years now, but I've never upgraded it. I know there's pretty much the exact same mask but full over the head, but I never upgraded it because honestly I was always okay with this one. It looks solid enough. It's kind of like a half mask, but still, but I mean, Trick or Treat Studios coming out with this. Uh, it's definitely a major upgrade that I think we all have to get. Like one of you guys said on the post, you guys had commented, right? It was a must need, and I definitely agree. Even though the prices right now are $80, 79.99. Uh, but like I said, man, I could see them coming down. I think because since the announcement is just big, I think they're trying to cash in as much as they can. Uh, whoever, people get excited quick. They want to pre-order him, right? So I think they try to, you know, uh, 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 gravitate towards those people, because yeah, like I said, we all get excited. People want to pre-order right away, so they're gonna try to $80. But even if the 80, like I said, if the $80 remains, I think a lot of us will still be getting it because you guys got to understand everything is going up, not just masks, not just everything. The economic is all high right now, so we got to deal with it. But yeah, I do see them going down though. I do see the prices going down for sure. Down to the $60 that the usual Tots mask go by. But I'm definitely pumped, man. I'm definitely excited. I'm most excited about the Gen 1 Peanut Eyed Ghostface mask. Oh yeah, man, that was my last video. My last yeah, my dude, even that day, dude, which was last week, right? I woke up all excited. Like, this is something that has been in development for a lot of years, man. The peanut. A lot of people. There's a lot of variation. There's a lot of names when it comes to that Gen 1 mask. The peanut eyed, the dimple mask, the what's the other one? The peanut eyed, the dimple mask. What was the other one? God, I literally said it on that video. The droopy mask, right? We know right away. Once we see that Gen 1 mask from the 96 film, we recognize it right away. You're right, Brandon. Brandon, he loves horror. I can't wait, dude. I really can't. Man, Phone World is only, I think once the years go on, shit starts to get better. Same thing with Phone World, same thing with Tots. I mean, hey, they're coming out with a whole Hellraiser collection. But I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. And this is just the beginning. I hope once the years go on, they come out with a Gen 2 mask, a Scream 2 mask. It has to. I think it all has to do with timing because the Gen 1 mask, from what I've read, from what I've heard, has been in development for a very long time. But the creators at Phone World kept, you know, spending all this time so they can make it right. Because, dude, we're dealing with the Gen 1 mask, Fantastic Faces mask, and I know it's a replica. I know there's gonna be those fans that are gonna be against the whole idea of it being a replica. But hey, man, you gotta give it up to those who can afford a Generation 1 mask. You know what I mean? Those masks go for $1,000 nowadays. If you're lucky, a few $100. But even a few $100, man, way too much, especially for a scream mask. Too rich for my blood. You know, I seen some go for 2 grand. It's crazy, man. It really is crazy. So I think Fun World saw the opportunity. They've been seeing the opportunity since years back. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't care if it's a replica, a reproduction. I really don't because, and we also gotta wait. We also gotta wait. Same thing with Fun World. It's just a stock photo. From what I heard, they're still developing that Gen 1 mask. Even though a lot of us got excited, a lot of us, that once we see that little stock photo they gave us, we recognized it right away. That's a Gen 1, right? But I can't wait, dude. And you guys gotta remember, it's a mass-produced mask, so each copy is gonna vary. I really, I really can't wait to go through all those different copies, man. That's if they're available in stores, right? I can't wait to go through the different copies. Even some of you guys were like, I'm getting 5 of them. Hey, man, I really don't blame you. I don't blame you. Heck, I when it comes to like the latest one, not the latest one, the 2024 EU, I literally own like 3 copies because I think it was an important mask since that was the mask that was being used for the Scream 7 production. I think a lot of us were, going after that. And that was in 2024 when, the hype was big. You fast forward to 2025, the hype kind of calmed down a little bit because obviously by 2025, the production of Scream 7 had finished, had wrapped up. So the 2025 masks, they were so lovely, don't get me wrong. They were still EU, they were still, they were still good, but those 2024 masks were just something special because they were the batch of masks that were sent out to the Scream 7 production. So that's why I own 3 copies. Like I said, I don't blame you guys. Once this new Gen 1 mask comes out, you guys get 5 copies, 10 copies. I really don't blame you, man. I see myself getting a few of them as well. That's how the Gen 1. It's because the Gen 1 mask, the droopy mask, the peanut face mask, peanut head mask, definitely is a standout. Like I said, we see it, we recognize it. That's the 96 mask for sure. But for sure, man, I'm excited as well. He loves horror. Mackie, I really don't watch. I really don't. I like to watch. I mean, yeah, I like to watch. Like documentaries and stuff like that. Not exactly of like world. I know that's real shit going on. Even though a lot of us might not despise it, but we might like push it to the side. But eventually, it's gonna build up to that, But in the meantime, we try to keep pushing forward. But a lot of shit. But I get you though. I really, every once in a while, especially at night times, something weird about me, right? I always like to look like our real news, shit that's going on in the real world. But hey, man, we're all heading towards that way. So I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean. Don Pose, DK. Oh, okay, yeah. Nephew FXX. Yeah, I don't think that one came out on the catalog. But I'm gonna have to check it out, man. I guess it's on the YouTube catalog flip. That's dope, though. If they kind of did like, a YouTube side of the catalog, I will check it out, man. A new Captain Kirk mask. There's not anything new as far as Myers or, Captain Kirk related, but Tots does have a Tots does have a Captain Kirk mask in their catalog, which actually I've been thinking of getting. Getting a Kirk mask, a reproduction, obviously, and converting it into a Myers mask. Even though it's a reproduction, I would still like to convert it. Maybe that's been in my bucket list for a long time. It's a skull mask, DK mask, DK hooded red skull. I think, you know what, nephew? I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen the older ones before, but not the new one. Like I said, I don't think it came out in the new catalog, but I will check it out, man. I definitely will check it out on the YouTube. Oh yeah, man. They've done. I think they've done a reproduction of the Shatner mask. It's been in their catalog for a while now. I think the main reason they came out with those masks is for the fans to convert it into a Myers mask, kind of like how they did with the original set of Shatner masks. But since the originals are just so hard to get nowadays, so expensive to get, they see the opportunity. That's why they've been reproducing a lot of masks for the past few years. The elusive concept masks, which obviously are not as rare as like a Gen 1 or the original Captain Kirk masks, but still, like I said, that Captain Kirk mask has been on a bucket list of mine. I'm marking out the most about the upcoming Ghostface mask, if they're really making you. Same here. He Loves Horror. Don't get me wrong. Trick or Treat Studios. Like I said last year, past few years, it wasn't a lot of exciting major stuff. But this year, man, especially if you're a big Hellraiser fan like me, these masks really like stand out. And don't get me wrong. I know. Fun World's catalog for this year was also leaked. But, the main thing that stood out to me was that Gen 1 mask. So I didn't really pay too much attention to the rest of their new catalog, Fun World's catalog. But I gotta check it out each year, dude. Even last year, even Fun World was more impressive last year than Trick or Treat Studios. They had came out with, the updated Scarecrow mask, which a lot of people were asking for since like 2011. So, Fun World's doing their thing for sure, and I can't wait. Like I said, once I saw that Gen 1 mask, I really didn't pay as much attention to the others, But I agree, man. I can't wait for that Gen 1. I was worried. I was like, likewise, man. Hope you guys are all having a good night. Good afternoon. It's barely like 6 p.m. right here. Yeah, 6 p.m. Hope you guys are having a good one, man. People keep hitting me up. I don't know for what. That's why sometimes I like to keep like my main phone like on silent. I like to keep it away, dude, because people just blow me up and they don't tell me what they need or what they want. Like what, But I'm having a dope time, man. That's why I decided to go live. I was so excited, dude, about this Hellraiser stuff. I did a short video. I posted it on my Instagram. If you guys have not followed me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me. Killer Zone Myers. Yeah, man, cool shit. I really. I can't wait. Man. Like I said, I even heard some people were saying these masks, because usually they announce the catalog, they announce their new stuff in January, like always, but they don't come out till October. So we have till October to wait, even though we all know October comes like nothing, but there's still some time to wait. But I heard they might come out before October, and I really hope so, man. Because yeah, dude, I can't wait to go after this shit. I can't wait to go after. I wasn't planning to get this one, but I think I'm gonna have to, man. If the final product is as good as this, I'm going after it, most definitely. But I'm going after this for sure. Look at this lovely thing, man. And I just like the whole neck piece. It's just, I don't know, man. Words can't explain it. The excitement. Like I said, I've been having that Pinhead mask. Shout out Slasher Movies 410. Got it in a giveaway, not a giveaway, a trade years back, man. And I would always be appreciative of that mask. But I think, with this coming out, it must be upgraded. You know, I think I received that mask from him, man, on that trade. It might have been 10 years already, you know, 10, 11 years, something like that. Uh, but, you know, regardless, man, I know that the series is terrible. The last good one was Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser 3. Uh, but still, man, I'm still a fan, you know? I know the replica. I know, right? He loves horror. Brandon loves horror. Exactly, man. Yeah, there's still a lot of us who can't afford that original mask, you know. So regardless if it's a replica or whatever, a reproduction, we're still gonna go after it. That's how exciting it is. And also, some people were mentioning that Fun World is trying their best to make sure it's a standout from the original masks, because obviously we're dealing in the media world, collectors world. Even though it might not be as big as in horror compared to like other stuff, but there's still those scalpers. You know, like I said, it's not as big as in the horror stuff, but there's still those scalpers. Especially, I've seen that. I've seen that. You guys remember when Phone World had came out with the very first EU masks in 2024? Dude, they were charging those masks for like $50, $50 literally, and you know, they're easily worth 15, 20 the most, you know. uh Once you do, you know, your research and stuff like that. It's crazy, dude. But like I said, I heard Fun World's trying their best to, you know, make this stand out, so people won't, for those scalpers, won't try to sell, because there's gonna be, regardless if you face it or not, there's gonna be people who are gonna try to sell this new Gen 1 mask as a, you know, vintage 90s fantastic face mask, because that's just the name of the game nowadays. You know, people try to rip off people more constantly now, which is a terrible way to run a business. uh so there's gonna be those people, but I think even me, I'm not the most professional when it comes to, you know, screen masks. At one point, a few years, not too long ago, every screen mask looked the same to me. Like, I really didn't understand the whole, you know, different variations of the ghost face mask. I really didn't get it. Into not like, I kind of, you know, peeped game a little bit. I kind of learned a little bit. But at one point, you know, each screen mask was the same to me, and I never understood why the Scream collectors. You guys gotta understand too. The Scream collectors, the Scream fan base is like way more. I think it's way bigger than like Halloween, all that, right? And it's funny because I you know, talked to a few people, and they always say the Scream fan base is like the most toxic, the more. And yeah, I get it, because people in the Scream fan base for some reason like to uh, uh, uh at least sometime back then, they like to kind of put each other down, you know, when people wouldn't be up on game when it comes to the masks, or when it comes to certain shit, when it comes to Scream, right? And the Scream fan base would deal with that a lot. They would deal with fans who would like to just put people down, you know. Like, so I've always heard that, even from people I've talked to. The Scream fan base would always like try to put people down. I haven't seen as much of that lately. Maybe, yeah, there's still that going on, but since I'm not as deep in the Scream fan base, in the Scream community, I'm not really too sure. Like I said, I really wasn't familiar with the different Ghostface masks until a few years ago, you know. But now I understand it a little bit more. Now I now I want to start growing out my Scream masks, you know. Even though, like I said, to a lot of us, yeah, they all look the same, right? But even me, I started to like I said, acknowledging more and learning more. So I've been, you know, on the hunt for a lot of different Ghostface masks. Speaking of, you know, reproductions, I really hope, like I said, some people were hoping they reproduce the Gen 2 Scream 2 mask, which would be great. But you know which one I would love for them to reproduce, and I could see them doing it because they till this day they still use this damn mask for like any action figure, any clothing, any marketing. You guys know the new the new brand, right? That Scream Fun World is going, the Ghostface Lives brand, bigger than ever, right? Which is great. Like I said, coming out, they've been coming out with a lot of more Ghostface masks. They came out with a Santa Ghostface, a Leprechaun Ghostface, all this different shit, man. But one that I could see them doing, and I hope they do, is a reproduction of the reshoot mask. I know a lot of people don't really care for that mask, the Scream 4 reshoot mask. I'm from the Scream 4 era, point blank period. So that reshoot mask is always gonna be really close to right here. And I've had a chance to purchase a few reshoot masks for like $50 or something like that. But I just feel like I know I could get it for cheaper. You know what I mean? So that's why I keep striving and I keep moving forward. But I could see them doing that a reproduction of the what's it called, of the reshoot Scream 4 mask. I know a lot of people hate it. It has like a weird shape to it. It's like the T-stamp, right? If I'm not mistaken, T-stamp reshoot mask, something, and it's literally used on like their action figure cards, on their Scream. Like if you go on Google and pull up any Ghostface like stock photo, that's the mask they used. And even though people might not be the biggest fan of it, but you still got those Scream 4 era heads that really, dig it, and I'm one of those. And I would love for them to do that, because even the reshoot mask has become quite pricey. I had a chance to buy a few for like $50, but like I said, not the greatest condition. They have like marks everywhere. So I just held to myself, man, and I'm like, I could get a better one for a cheaper price. I could guarantee you. So that's one I hope Fun World does come out with. And 2026, it's the 15th anniversary of Scream 4. It's crazy how time flies, dude. I remember when Scream 4 just came out. But yeah, we're in the 15th anniversary. Hey, if they're gonna wait till the 20th anniversary, which is in 2031, hey, by all means. But I really hope, man. I really hope they do come out with a reshoot of the Scream 4. Most definitely. But same here, man. I can't wait for that damn Gen 1 mask. I really can't. Way too much. I agree, dude. They're way too much. Dude, the most I've spent on a mask was actually that zombie mask right here. The collector's edition of Scream 4. I love Scream 4. That's why this mask was really worthy to me. They really don't come up too often. I paid like $120 for that mask, dude. And that's the most I've ever paid for a mask. The second I paid the most I paid for a mask, second, the 2009 hood. That one I think was like 100 flat. I made a deal with the seller. It was like 100 flat. But yeah, that's the most I've ever paid for a damn mask. But hey, man, to me, over $100, way too much for a mask, especially a Scream mask, dude. It's just, I get it. It's the Gen 1. I get it. Pride of possession, right? It's the definitive. It's the significant Ghostface mask. But hey, I'm not paying over 100. Over 100 for a Gen 1 mask. Like I said, they might come up too often, but usually the ones that are like 100 or something like that, they're in shitty condition. I don't understand why people try to sell them at that condition, but I get it, dude. You gotta, try to make a buck out of 50 cents all the time. Try to make a buck out of 18 cents every once in a while. So I get it, but like I said, I just think Fun World saw the opportunity to knock it out of the ballpark with these Gen 1 masks. So I can't wait neither. It's been a pretty damn good year, dude, for masks, because last year, like I said, there really wasn't much. I know Phone World had came out with a few different masks. Didn't really care too much. Uh, Same with Tots. The main standouts from last year was like the Escape mask, which I still need to get. I want to get. I don't need it, but I still want to get it to just compare it with the what was it? Fun World. I think it was Fun World as well. The Escape mask from a while back. Fun World. Yeah, I think it was Fun World. You guys remember when Fun World was coming out with Myers masks? Uh, 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 uh. But yeah, and but this year, man, they got it unlocked this year, man. And like I said, once the years goes on, it gets better. It really does, you know. Uh, it's insane. Yeah, it's insanity, dude. It's insane, dude. Like literally, we got like, dude, like, yeah, like I think if someone were to spend, I mean, I get it. Like I said, some people have it like that, but a grand might not be shit to people, but hey, man, like I said, everything is just getting pricey, once time goes on. So I get it, dude. I get it. I really do. But I mean, eventually, I think you could still get lucky. Maybe a few bills, shit, 500. That's still a lot to me, though. People could still get a good deal on a solid condition Gen 1 mask, but not for me. That's, like I said, too rich for my blood. I'ma just wait till these, reproductions come out and deal with that. I could see them selling out like this. And like I said earlier, I could see them scalpers going like this. But yeah, a grand, hell no.
I'll see to it that you're appointed guardian immediately.
I'm thinking about making a homemade Ghostface robe from scratch. Antonio, that would be dope, man. You know what? I've seen a lot of people do that, a lot of videos. I know also I have the 25th anniversary robe, which is the most accurate robe I think we're ever gonna get mass produced. Even with the robes, dude, the robes could also be tricky because there's like different variations from each movie, and even the robes go for crazy amount of money. And there's like there's a lot of artists. I think I follow some of them that like do that. They customize their own robe and they're accurate to the bone. They're accurate as hell, from Scream 2, Scream 3, whichever one you want. It's like tailor made for you, but they're gonna run you $400, $500. So doing a homemade robe is not bad at all. It really, if you could come across the 25th anniversary robe,
We'll need a statement from you down at headquarters.
counting a cornfield mask, part of their new catalog. I like the movie. Would I get the mask? Probably not. I'm not like the hugest clown fan. Like I have Terrifier mask, Pennywise, right? But to me, Hellraiser stuff and this Leprechaun mask, dude, I can't wait to get. Even though it's missing the hat, you could get any how do you call it? Any St. Patrick's hat and just throw it on there. But yeah, if you could come across a 25th anniversary robe, that's a great way to start it. And customize the drapes. I know they're already accurate, but you can make them possibly like a Scream 1 robe. I know the Scream 1 robe, the drapes were like, they were just like cut out weirdly. You know what I mean? Stitch on. That's something I really want to do, because dude, every time I'm like pulling out my 25th anniversary robe, I wanna, sometimes the glove, like I be misplacing shit all the time, so I might sew on those damn gloves to the robe, because that's how it was in the movie. The gloves are screen accurate. They were sewed on to the robe, so I might do that. But that's dope, man. Antonio, starting off a robe from scratch, homemade. but I think it'll be a lot better if you start off with that 25th anniversary robe. I know that they skyrocketed in price too. I remember getting that 25th anniversary robe for like $40, dude, something crazy like that, and they go for like $80 or something, right? Uh, but yeah, dude, I'm all hyped up today. I'm all, you know. Exactly. Yeah, he loves horror. Yeah, if you want to go screen accurate and do the whole sparkle, I say start it off with the 25th anniversary robe and start it from there. You know, customize the drapes how you want, stitch on the gloves. But of course, there's also that nice handful of people who are not crazy about the whole, you know, sparkle effect, you know? And I get it as well. Uh, but yeah, it depends how you want it, you know? But
We should know about it. Should
over 800 or more for a mask, so I'm really glad they're reproducing this. Yeah, man. Same here, man. Same here. Most definitely. Yeah, and we're not shitting on people. Hey, man, if you got it like that, it's all good. You know, more power to you. You know, God bless you. But yeah, um, dude, even I think even me, like, I can't really fully speak on this because I've never been in that. I mean, yeah, I obviously who hasn't had more than $1,000
striking up conversation.
in their stash in their bank account, right? We've all reached that heights of money, but even if we had it, like I just really don't see myself spitting out that, you know. But like I said, more power to anyone, you know. Like big salute because you have the holy grail, you know. Antonio, you know what? I kind of agree with you. And you know what? It's kind of exciting. It's kind of, you know, refreshing that a lot of people are not talking about Scream 7 because
15.
I remember when Scream 5 and Scream 6 were coming out, nothing but speculation, nothing but, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I like when people share um, their thoughts, their predictions, right? It's always great, especially when you're, you know, talking to like a group of people. Let's say I'm here making a video with a few friends, a few YouTube subscribers, a few of, you know, and we make a live stream or we make a video simply just talking about Scream 7. Okay, yeah, I'll accept your predictions. I'll listen to you. You know, we'll take it into consideration, right? But when Scream 5 and 6 were coming about,
Way of dealing.
it was just like prediction after prediction, one after another. And I kind of noticed that too, Antonio. There's not as much talk as Scream 7 as there was with the past two. And I think it just might have to do with,
Fine.
don't get me wrong, the Scream fans are all excited, for sure. But for some reason, and even Scream 7 might be like the true sequel to the original, since supposedly Stu Macher's coming back. That connection is there, right? But if you take that away, I feel like Scream 7 is gonna be the least out of the trilogy that we've had. The Spyglass Screams, I think Scream 7 is gonna be the weakest one. You know, maybe box office, maybe not. Maybe it's still gonna do numbers. It's gonna do numbers for sure, but I don't think the hype is gonna be there. I don't like, and I think that might be the reason, man. We don't hear as much Scream 7 talk because I don't think it. I just think it's gonna come and go. To be honest, even if Stu is there or not,
So, over
I just don't, like I said, the hype is not there. I just think at this point, we have a taste of the Spyglass Scream world. You know, even though this is a whole new direction they're going with than they originally intended. But dude, look at the trailer. I don't know if it was just me. It looks tame. It looks.
we miss you, love.
I wouldn't say it looks low budget. It kind of does, honestly. Like cinematography, it looks like a dark ass film. Same thing with Scream 5. It looked like the lighting, like the cinematography isn't the greatest compared to like the Blumhouse. I'll give them that. I'll give Blumhouse Halloween that. Their cinematography was great. It was amazing, you know. But these new Scream movies, nah, nah. Even like if you guys go back years back, Scream 5 trailer reaction, that shit looks tamed. It looks, it just looks dark as hell. Like, even if you watch the movies, I've popped in the Blu-rays for those movies. They look weird, they look dark, too dark. And I get it, they take place in dark or whatever, night. But still, but based on the trailer, Scream 7 looks worse. And I get it, dude. Dude, I'm gonna do a Scream 7 like discussion. My thought, because it's about to come out too. In like the next month, it's about to come out. I'm gonna do a prediction video, not a prediction. Cut that. Not predictions, just my thoughts before going to watch it. But I'm still excited, dude. I'm gonna be there opening night. But still, there's something off about Scream 7. I really can't pinpoint, but I think you guys know what I mean. Oh, it really is, man. Scream 4 is the best. Like, I know I did that post yesterday. What's the best Scream sequel? Scream 2 or Scream 3? Which are the superior sequels, if you ask me. But then after I posted that, I'm like, oh shit, what about Scream 4? I love Scream 4. I've seen some people love Scream 4 more than 2 and 3. But I've also seen some people hate Scream 4 more than the new ones. So it varies. It's gonna vary. But I even love Scream 4, dude. I love that movie. Way more than the new ones. That's for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, the trailer wasn't that exciting. Like, I knew, like, the fact that we're focusing back on Sydney, either it's the last time we are or not, it's still exciting to see her back in here. But I hope that's not the reason why just because they don't have their A-list celebrities in there, I hope that's not the reason why they decided to water down their cinematography. Like, I really don't, I know Neve Campbell isn't really this A-list celebrity, right? So they try to keep it as cheap, as low budget as they can. Shit, if they're not making an A-list celebrity look good, and we have this regular, I wouldn't say regular, but Neve Campbell, right? I feel just Scream 6 was a prime example of that. I just don't think them people at Spyglass don't give a shit, I really don't, and that's just my opinion, I could see them for Scream 5, Scream 6. They had Jenna Ortega in there, so they try to make it all look all rise and shine, right? But just because you don't have her in there in there with this one, don't mean you gotta make it look less beautiful. As far as cinematography, so I don't know, man. There's different ways to look at it, but yeah, there's something off about Scream 7, and I agree with you, man. It's not being talked. The hype is there within the community, but it's not like people jumping up and down, with this new one, and I think it should, because since Stu Macher's back in here, people should be excited, should have those thrills in them. So I don't get it, man. I really don't. Clowns. I feel clowns were more popular back like 10 years ago or something like that. And that's when you guys remember the whole clown sightings and all that? Particularly because of the remake, that was like the big splash in the water. That was like the big splash in the horror genre. Before the It remake, what did you have? Other than Insidious, Conjuring, all that crap, it was dead. The genre was dead. So when the It remake came about, it was a huge splash. We had clown sightings everywhere. We had remakes everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's a pattern. You guys got to peep game, But yeah, clowns are they're cool, but they just don't. They're not really as They're not really as effectful as they once were, Oh yeah, that'll be dope, Antonio. That'll be dope, man. The home, like I said, I've seen a few videos on a few homemade robes, but that'll be dope if you posted it. You know what, Antonio? I really haven't been on Tubi as much as of lately. I watched Tubi like the other day, but I only watched House of Wax, the remake. Uh, so I've been on Tubi. I usually sometimes I'm too lazy to like pop in the DVD, even though DVD um, and Blu-ray they look way better on TV on screen. Uh, Sometimes I'm too lazy to pop it in, so I just go on Tubi or whatever. Look at this badass Part 4 display. Really cool, man. Uh,
Can I get a drink?
I have to go through Tubi. I have to go through Tubi. There was a few like films, underrated films that I watched on Tubi, but I can't like call them by memory. But Tubi has a lot of great shit, man. Definitely check out Tubi. It's free. Some of the films in there might look like low budget, might look, like whatever's, but definitely check them out, dude, because they're great, Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, like I said, Tubi's great. I love underrated. Prom Night 2. Actually, I rewatched Prom Night with Jamie Lee Curtis not too long ago. I have not seen the sequels. I know there's like a shitload of sequels, but I have not seen the sequel, man. I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, a lot of those kind of low budget 80s kind of cheesy campy movies are all up in Tubi, man. So I can't really give you specifics. I can't really give you like titles, but dude, I recommend you, dude, go through Tubi, up and down a lot. Like I said, even though it might from the outside looking in, it might not seem as great, but as long as it's like an old school 80s film, I recommend it because you'll get something out of it, most definitely. Also, the cool mid 80s Shah Arpa British no budget slasher Slaughter High. Yeah, movies like that. Yeah, for sure, man. You just rang like a bell. Yeah, for sure, man. Like, there was this one movie, but I can't recall the name, man. It was like, they were kind of like in an arcade, like low budget, 70s, 80s. They were like in an arcade, and then shit starts going down. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go through it tonight, possibly. Yeah, Antonio. Yeah, you could still do that as well. Start the robe straight from fabric. Uh, Obviously, it's still, it's still effective for sure. Uh, but I mean, I definitely hope It also, like I said, it depends what film you're trying to base it on. If you're trying to go for a simple, ordinary scream, you'll probably do the one drape or the three drapes, whatever. But I mean, hey, to save you some time and effort, I recommend start with the 25th anniversary roll. But like I said, it's become a little harder to find now. So hey, man, as long as it's from fabric as well, it'll definitely work. There's definitely videos out there that would guide you step by step to make it happen. Lurix makes the fabric sparkle. Okay, Lurix Fabrics. I did not know that. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of us, we started off with like a a non-fabric, or not non-fabric, non-sparkle robe, which in the beginning, like I said, since back then, I wasn't like the hugest Scream fan like I am now. The sparkle, like at one point, I didn't care if it had a sparkle or not. So a regular Fun World robe did the job for me. The main things that would bother me was like the one drape, but other than that, it was a done deal. But but yeah, I believe there is fabrics out there that kind of make it look sparkle or whatever. Uh, oh yeah, man, I love Jason in Part 4. My favorite Jason design, my favorite Jason period. I have the bust right there. behind the. I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of behind the freaking shelf. Here, I'll just stand up and show you, right? 'Cause part 4, the final chapter is the best Jason, right? Here we have it. It's kind of like I gotta fix it, man. It's been like leaning towards the shelf. But I love the final chapter, Jason, for sure. What am I watching? I'm not sure what I'm watching, man. I've been having like the Universal Monsters channel on. But I've been watching, as of today in the morning and last night, I've been watching Freddy's Nightmares, dude. I've been on that. I know it's like a shit show, but it's like a cool, like I was working out, but I like to have Freddy's Nightmares like as like a background, something to play in the background. I'm not sure what film is this. Where's the control? I was also watching Leprechaun in the Hood. Not watching it, but just playing it in the background. 4-Fight. I'm not sure what it is, man.
Because any car that doesn't offer a sense of precise control.
But yeah,
is a car that's
Tubi is the must go for sure. Oh yeah, man, she's freaking hot. Antonio, yeah, she's hot. Alicia, she's hot in House of Wax. I love that remake. It could be one of the best remakes of the 2000s. I love that film. It's like so rewatchable for me because I came from that era, right? But I love that film. Even the original with Vincent Price, pretty good remake. I mean, not a good remake. It's a pretty good film. But someone who like isn't really as hip when it comes to like those older black and white films. No, but I don't think the original House of Wax was black and white. Was it? I don't think it was. It's been a long time since I seen it. But the remake of House of Wax, love it, I'm gonna have to check it out. He Loves Horror. Yeah, I know the first prom night. It's a classic for sure. We got Jamie Lee Curtis, but it does have that. It has like that slow burn, it has that, I don't know. It's just like it's not as rewatchable for me. But I was just watching it because it was on the TV or whatever. If you say it's more like entertaining, more, I'm gonna have to check it out on Tubi. Yeah, man. Yeah. I love the House of Wax remake, dude. I even watched it like sometime like in like during Christmas, during New Year's. I had rewatched it, and then last night I rewatched it because it was like one of the first. Like I go on Tubi, and it's like one of the first few ones that pop out. So I'm like, I just clicked it. Obviously the most popular ones are the ones that pop up first. But I love the House of Wax remake, man. I don't think so. The original House on Haunted Hill was black and white. Okay, yeah. You're talking about the one with Vincent Price. Oh, I do have it on DVD. But yeah, I have not seen it in a while, man. So I think it was colored then. Yeah, I think because dude, I always get kind of confused. And then there's like a remake to like House on Haunted Hill. But yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the original House of Wax is actually in color. It's not black and white. But it's still a good film. But like I said, the 2000, like even the music in that film, just the vibe, dude. It's like, especially if you're a 2000s kid, it's definitely gonna resonate. But like I said, man, it's definitely one of the best remakes. What was it, like 2005, 2004? Yeah, but it's a lot of fun though. It's a lot of fun, most definitely. But yeah, man, you know what? I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here, man. I want to appreciate you guys. I had a good time today, like always. I had a great time talking about some of the new catalog. I can't wait for the new Pinhead mask, and I know some of you guys can't either. I really can't, Like I said, I really hope they come out before. I really do hope they come out before before Halloween, before October. Even though October comes by like nothing, I really hope they do. They come out with them sooner because yeah, I see a lot of fans going after it. You know,
You think you got more of the obnoxious American art?
going after them because it's been long anticipated. I did a live stream not too long before the year ended, man. Uh, kind of like a top 5 wish list on masks that I would love for Tots to do, and Pinhead was like my number 2, and it's it's kind of like I said, like a dream come true, part of the wish list. So I can't wait, man. Even like I said, even the Cenobites, the masks, they look badass. They're just really nicely sculpted. I understand they're just stock photos, but it's still great to it's great to great way to start off the day, man. Cause I had the day off today. I woke up. I'm like, I turn on the TV. I'm like, what do I do? Like, I didn't know what to do today. Like, I'm like, should I go out? Should I go like, you know? Cause I could have stayed, in bed, like, being lazy, which is, nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. It's like, as soon as I woke up, I wanted to like go out and about or do something, right? And then a few, I popped up the phone, I popped up the Instagram, and the Hellraiser shit came out. I'm like, hell yeah, man! I got excited. I even went out on a run, bumping the Motorhead song, Hellraiser. That's how excited I was, man. But it was a great day, man. It was a great day today. Yeah, man. I always have a great time with these live streams. I was looking at a Lost Horror. London After Midnight. The movie is Lost Media. London After Midnight. All right, Lost Media. Hey, man, you got my attention with that. Lost Media. I'm gonna have to check it out, dude. I'm gonna have to look it up. I know there's a lot of good stuff from like silent films era and stuff like that. And I just love the fact, man, that a lot of YouTube channels have like upgraded, like they just advanced so much. Like a lot of YouTube channels love to do that sort of content, like love to dig the dirt a little bit and look at lost media, a lot of lost shit, man. And I like the fact that a lot of these YouTubers cover on that because obviously us channels, man, we love to we could talk about our popular franchises, our popular movies all day, every day, So this channel is a perfect example. We talk about Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday, Saw, Scream. But there's also those channels who really like go hardcore on like the lost media. So I'm gonna have to check it out, man. London After Midnight, for sure, man. I'm gonna have to check it out. Most definitely. A goth rock band named themselves that. Okay, oh shit. Okay, so there's like a pattern right there. All right, interesting, man. Yeah. There was like some kind of there's like a certain like film, not a certain like a video I kind of was looking at. It was like a film that was scrapped. It kind of had to do with like I could be wrong, like a Mothman kind of thing. I really don't like a lost kind of found footage kind of thing. I forget, dude. I forget. It's because I be watching like I go deep into YouTube like all late at night, trying to like fall asleep and stuff like that. Spend the time. But I will look into it, man. For sure, he loves horror. You already know what's up, man. Yeah. Usually when I'm bored, I go on here on this live stream, on the live stream stuff. But I appreciate you, man. Oh yeah, even if it's online. Most definitely, I always have a great time with these. Even sometimes when we don't have like major news like today, I still like to come on here, man, and really oh shit, it's been more than an hour. I still like to come on here, man, and just chop it up, man, even if it's 2-3 of you guys, it's still pretty cool, You know what, man? I'm gonna have to check out. Here. Where's my phone? So I'm gonna have to check out both, man. The band and the film. The movie London After Midnight was remade. The original can be found. Oh shit. Hey man, you got my curiosity now.
Morning. You sure this is okay?
What? Hanging out with good people? Having some fun?
So I guess this is London After Midnight, the band.
Definitely.
We got some records right here.
In the back.
The first stuff that came out.
It's good. Fine, yep.
I'm gonna have to check out the music, man. Here, original
I better take care of this before we forgot.
original movie. Okay, I got it. London After. This one right here. A lost film with a curse. You guys know those are always good. You know, the cursed ones. There's like a lost
Hey, so we wait for Ingrid.
lost film restored by AI. AI is crazy, man.
You've forgotten about.
It really is. I think that's why we have AI now, so we could cover a lot of this lost media and stuff like that. You know? It's a trip, a lot of movies. Oh yeah, for sure. When it comes to the silent era, it's more like it's like more like reasonable
No.
for it to be lost media and all that. But you know, that's something, you know, I would still love to like be more up on Game On and talk a little bit more on the channel. You know, it's like the silent era. There's a lot of important horror films in the silent era. You know, I know we also have like the Universal Monster era, the black and white era. You know, but I think the silent era is definitely really important as well. Hell yeah, man! I'm gonna look into this stuff for sure. Oh yeah, I think most definitely. Since back then it was mostly like, how do you call it? Like the film strips, the film, you know, it was a whole different game back in the day. So yeah, with time, you know, all that stuff physically it destroys the tapes, the scans, whatever, you know.
It takes hold of your whole family. At San Diego Detox, we understand how
Antonio, I'm from the LA area. That's dope though, man. We got New York up in the building. That's dope, man. I salute. I know a lot of you guys are from like everywhere. I'm California, LA area, West Coast. It's dope, man. Shout out to the East Coast, man. I know some of you guys are also from like the Midwest. Some of you guys are from like the Bay Area, up north, California. It's dope, dude. You know, that's why I like to, you know, navigate and like, you know, say what's up to you guys, because it's mostly like from every, you know, every place. You know, some people even been what's his name, Mackie. He's from like the Philippines. Shout out, man. It's just a trip, man. It's like, dude, like even New York. I have like a few friends like here throughout the years. You know, they live like in the New York area, like I said, Midwest and stuff like that. But I know the world is small, but even, you know, I know New York and stuff like, and the Midwest is still. A lot of us are still here in the U.S., right? But it still trips me out because I've never been like out of state, so it just trips me out. Like sometimes, you know, people who've been out of state, it's like whatever's, you know, like people in New York, whatever. But since I haven't been out of state, it seems like really major, you know. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. But I was born in Nashville and lived in Tennessee my whole life. Yeah, man, for sure. Like I said, yeah, all those like different places out of, like I said, me, California, I've never been out of state. So it trips me out, you know, even though we're all familiar with those different cities and stuff like that, it still trips me out, dude, you know? But that's dope, man. It's salute, man. It's great to see a lot of you guys from different areas, different places, right? Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I know there's New Jersey area, Philly, uh, a lot of there's like a lot more. Like I know we have like conventions here, but it's not. I feel like it's more common out like in areas like Kentucky, and like Midwest and New York, East Coast, like stuff like that. For sure. I'm behind the Mason Dixie line, so the South representing. That's what's up, man. The South. What up to the South, man? For sure. East, West, North, South. It's all gravy, man. It's all good. Appreciate all of you guys, man. I haven't. He loves horror. I have not. And I had a few chances to go to Vegas and stuff like that, like Nevada, right? But I really haven't. Like, I haven't even drove there. Never been out of Cali. I've been like out of LA, but really not that far. Only like outskirts a little bit. But I really not even Vegas. I know that Vegas is like more common, right? To travel and drive. But I really haven't, man. But I've had chances. People have like invited me and recommended me. But yeah, Vegas I haven't. But I've been told plenty of times. Once I go to Vegas, man, it's like a whole different like. You're gonna have a whole different like take, a whole different look on everything. So I would love to, man. Though for sure, Monster Mania, yeah, man, yeah. Even though I'm not as big on conventions, every once in a while it does cross my mind. Like I should go see what's up, because I feel like the whole convention stuff. It's not just obviously the main point of that is to meet your favorites, actresses, actors. But other than that, I've heard a lot of good stories on like people like as far as the community, like just meeting each other and just vibing out. Like I said, the main point of that is meeting our actresses, our actors, but there's also a lot of great community within the community, a lot of great connection and stuff like that. That could be that could be what's it called? That could happen, and to look forward to. So hell yeah, man, for sure. One day, like I said, it's crossed my mind a few times in the past few years. I know there was one, man. Me and my brother were like we even like looked it up. We were trying to get like because that's one of the bucket list for my brother. He's trying to get like Doug Bradley's autograph on like the soundtrack of Hellraiser or something like that. Yeah, and there's like a few out here. They throw like in Pasadena area and stuff like that. But I'm all in for it, dude. Like I said, I'm all in for it. I just gotta have some extra cash saved up because yeah, it could run you quite a bit of money, but it's all worth it, man. Like I said, not just meeting your favorite actors and actresses. You get to like meet different people within the community, So I'm always looking forward to it, man. Plan on taking a trip in a couple months out of the country. Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm going to be visiting Germany. Oh shit, man, Germany. That's crazy. That's like overseas. That's what's up, man. Germany. That should be. I feel like places like Germany and stuff like that, the UK, they just hit different. They just hit different than like going to like other places. I don't know. I've seen it's the fan base is big out there. Based on like my Instagram and stuff like that. There's different like people I follow. Like I think I follow more horror fans from the UK than like from here. But that's what's up, man. Hell yeah. Germany. Hamburg. Oh, he loves horror. So you've also traveled as well. That's what's up, man. Hamburg. Yeah, like I said, I think when you hit like the UK, Germany and stuff like that. I just think it hits different, you know. Rather than going to like the, traveling to like the outskirts here and there. But that would be I would love, for me, that would I would love to be in that, someday, and I definitely could. I got my passport, all that. It's all gravy, but I just feel like a lot of us are just stuck in our own, like, I wouldn't say day to day kind of thing, but we're just trying to like just keep maintaining our own situation here. We rarely kind of think about outskirts and stuff like that. When I was younger, like when I was like more in my teenage years, I thought a lot. We've kind of, dabbled in that a little bit more, like with my sister and stuff like that, like traveling and stuff like that. But like I said, I feel like once time goes on, man, and we're just focused on, trying to, be stable here and maintain here. We like it really hasn't, like, that conversation was more it was more constant a few years back compared to now. Like I said, man, everything is like crazy expensive, the cost of living, right? So it's not like a conversation that is brought up as often as like a few years back, but it's definitely, it's always thrilling when you think about it. It's exciting, and it's thrilling, I'm probably going to be going out to some of the bars in Germany. Hey, man, Antonio, definitely, if you're able to, I know you're going like what, in a few months or a few weeks. Hey, man, hope we catch you sometime down the line, man. On one of these lives once you're back or whatever. Hope you're able to, return, come back with some stories, come back with some, cultural changes and stuff like that. Because like I said, us here, we're not too familiar with. I know the cultures are different. That would be dope though if you were to like pop up, sometime down the line, let us know, especially once you enter a bar, man, in different, like, in a different country or whatever. It's like, a lot to a lot to talk about, Oh yeah, man, Jason, yeah, part 4, Jason, best to me. That's what's up. Favorite slasher icon overall. Yeah, man, Jason's great. I love Jason, and I can't wait what 2026 has in store for Friday 13th and Jason. Hell yeah, man. We all love Jason. Who doesn't love Jason? Who doesn't love Friday the 13th, right? But I mean, I think I'm gonna finish it up right here, man. I've been on here for like almost like 2 hours, right? Shout out to all of you guys, man. He loves horror, which is Brandon loves horror, right? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Antonio Kernam. Shout out to Mackie, who tuned in earlier. I want to appreciate you guys, man. This was my live stream of Monday. Hope I'm able to start off the week good, man. I mean, I already started off the week good, but I hope I gave you guys something to watch. To give you guys a good way to start off the week, man, and just start off the day faster. But shout out to all of you guys. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think about the new Hellraiser masks that Tots is coming out with. Like I said, I can't wait. I will be getting that Pinhead mask. And that Cheddar mask, hopefully. But let me know what you guys think. Stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully I go live at least one more time this week. And that's gonna be pretty much it, man. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, great rest of your week. It's the Michael Myers signing out. Peace out.